well let the stream hear all this.
Then the neighbors come out and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh,
We got a
already got
Nikki
somebody.
Nia. Thank
Hello.
you. Thank you, person. Let me set a quick reminder for myself so I can send a thing after the stream.
Send the thing.
I gotta send my sister-in-law the group.
Philosopher's Stone, yeah.
Yes, the Philosopher's Stone. That way we can turn our lead water into gold. She lives in Flint, you see, and it basically just comes out of the. It basically just comes out of the drain.
I see. Well, carry on.
Carry on. Okay. We're missing Alex today for about an hour or so.
He'll be on later, or he won't.
Who knows?
Fuck him.
I'm sure
I
he'll
hate
be
him.
on. Let me actually
dead.
change it to the correct starting screen before we do any of that.
Yeah, that's the ending screen. There you are.
So
You
yeah.
goober.
So. Oh yeah, and I closed out of the game, so I'm gonna have to reopen it. Either way, so Mainsy boy here
I am the king.
he is the king,
I am the king.
and in being the king, Mainsy boy here has to handle the great upheavals that are about to happen. For you see, the struggle of court and country is about to fire.
Look at that fella.
This is Maines. This is he.
That's Iggy. It looks just like him.
Oh, I should let the people see. This is Maines. This is Maines. You must see.
Dude, he's wearing full black plate, dude. You can't get any fucking radder than that.
That is actually black plate, and it's actually pretty nice looking. Probably cost a lot of money to make at the time.
I mean, I am rich.
Well,
We are the emperor.
I think I have the most money in all of Alban history.
You have the most claim to the successor of Rome out of anybody.
Becoming most rad.
I mean, you own Rome, for God's sake.
Yeah. I'm the Roman king.
You are the... Oh, is that how you're going to be remembered? The Roman king? Is this your...
I'm the Roman king.
Is this to be your legacy?
I have
Don't say
secured
that.
many a things. I have already secured a legacy.
You have done a lot, but there is always room to fuck it up.
I know. It means the first did some bad things.
Maine's the first.
Elderly.
Maine's the first is a blight upon our family tree.
But he did good. He did good.
He did.
Until
Well, I'll say that.
He did until he didn't.
He just did. That's all I will agree to. Europe is like dessert. There is always room for more. You can always conquer more, even when you're 250% overextended.
Okay, let's restabilize our country.
Okay, so first things first, we did war with Africa last time, so we're gonna have to get these
Last night.
Yes, last night. We did war with Africa last time, and we stole a bunch of territory from Algiers and Africa over here because they both decided that they wanted to stand with us against the Pope, I guess. And they were stealing from us. They kept doing the raids, so that is no more.
That's
No more
illegal.
raids.
Mm-hmm.
As the government, we declare this illegal.
Illegal.
What all else is required for Rome? Let's see. So we have to
be the
own...
Roman king.
We'll zoom out here because this will highlight it a little bit. Oh, how about we do it this way?
We gotta
It still
own
doesn't show up
Fez.
that well, but yeah, all of this highlighted area needs to be owned. So we are pretty well on our way, but we have to deal with the Frankish question. And that will likely determine this coming century.
Well, luckily we have a final solution for it.
Well, yeah. Now that we have unlocked imperialism, we do in fact have a final solution for dealing with Francia. And actually, because we are not technically Great Britain, we do have access to the actual 100 Years' War mission tree, meaning that we actually get permanent claims down in here, which will make it cheaper to core. And that's just for being at war with them at all. With this one, when we own the Paris region, we will get claims on like Brittany and all that stuff. And then we conquer that, and then we can have the Angevin kingdom, and it'll actually give us a bunch of extra production and all that good stuff. And it will essentially give us like full easy claims down here, which will make it so much easier to actually core everything. It'll just give us more money in the long run to do it.
More muns, more funds.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that quest line is literally just kicked off by us being at war with Francia. So, whenever we want to do that.
Yeah. We can do anything we want.
Hungary still hates us. They will never help us in another war, and they basically don't care that we are their overlord, but they're there.
They're there.
Well, Atlas shrugs at them.
Well, that's not okay.
Well, that's what I do, and I feel myself to be quite the Atlas.
If anything, Atlas would be over here in the Atlas Mountains, you see, because that's where he was supposed to be, holding up the world, or holding up the sky, I should say.
I was gonna say, how do you hold up the sky? I thought you're supposed to hold up the world. Like, was he like putting his hands on the mountain?
No. He stood on top of the mountain. His feet were down. They were on the ground, which is, of course, situated on a turtle. Or no, it was situated on an elephant, which is situated on a turtle, and then its turtles all the way down. And his arms were the only thing holding up the sky from hitting the earth.
The sky's falling.
Yeah. That's why Hercules, when he was having his 12 labors, one of his things was to get an orange from the Garden of the Hesperides, which was basically just an orange grove over here in Spain. And that's where he met Atlas, and he... I should not unpause it yet.
I want to kill Alex and name him Dio.
Oh.
No,
okay.
We have another name.
Okay, so first...
I don't want to actually kill Alex.
First things first, Jordan, it is most likely that Francia is going to be eaten militarily. That seems to be the way that it will happen, unless we want to try and do it in Hearts of Iron, because it's going to take forever to do it diplomatically.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll take a shitload of Diplo points, which we are already going to be using a shitload of conquering everything else.
It's almost 1700. Oh my god, the game's almost over.
Speaking of the 1700s, when the 1700s actually hit, the Enlightenment will spawn. It will likely spawn somewhere in Greater Alba, but when the Enlightenment spawns, the likelihood of the revolution starts going up as well. And that will be something that will likely start rearing its head during our Great Main's reign. Yeah.
Ugly head.
Mm-hmm. And we took Anatolia in the last war that we did down here against the Arabian Empire. But the Namjoids currently hold Constantinople, and doing a war with the Namjoids will essentially trigger war with the entirety of the Middle East. So that will be a thing. Alternatively, Bulgaria is basically only allies with this little nation that's currently under siege by its own peasants. So we could reach in and start stealing from Bulgaria at literally any point.
We gotta settle down for a bit, reassess,
Okay.
fix our country. Our
What
country
is-
'tis of thee.
What is a country?
We.
We are an empire. No?
Same thing.
I don't think that true.
It's the
We
same
can be the
thing.
biggest country of all.
We are a nation, maybe.
We will rename this planet Alba.
We must.
Willie, I
Okay.
curse you. I curse you.
We killed off a bunch of Catholics. We're working on coring Bologna, and we could just send the missionary to Tunis.
Tunis.
Convert the heathens.
Mm-hmm.
My liege.
Yes,
Okay. I just didn't
I'm the
hear anything.
Inquisitor King.
You are the Inquisitor King. Do you see this? We are first in
Number 2.
everything. We are the greatest.
We're the greatest.
The greatestest.
We have finished off the Catholics in Istria.
Okay.
Shall we start converting the rest of Muslim Italy?
Yeah.
And we will
Yeah.
start with... Well, we can't do Naples. We'll actually do Tangiers. Maybe? No. What about Tunis? Tunis?
Tunis.
Has Tunis already been converted? No. Well, they're being converted. We'll do Syracuse. Start working on Sicily.
Good.
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
We can also start
like an old
coring other
military
places.
march.
Let's not.
But military marches.
But we're already so down in diplo points.
This is for admin points.
Oh, yeah, go ahead then.
This is what we need the admin points for. We will do Messina, since that's the crossing right over here. That'll really help.
Our
Merchant
focus on mercantilism is making life hard for our merchants who trade in foreign places.
We can either spend some Diplo points and go more into debt. That'll be about a month's worth of production. Or we can lose trade power in the Genoa trade node, which we have 72% of. So,
I will give them support.
1 month of Diplo debt. Take an
I don't
IOU.
I don't want to lose trade.
We have a large rebellion force that's basically just the remnants of the Pope's armies. They're just kind
Destroy the Pope. What is he still doing here?
of... His armies are out there rampaging in the name of God or some shit. I don't
Destroy
know.
them.
I will start diverting troops down here into Italy. This army is replenishing because it was very nearly wiped out during the last war.
So
But I will
tired
also
of
be
this
bringing
Pope.
these men over here. So we'll have two big armies coming to pincer maneuver these guys in. Yay, separatists.
Woo!
Italy-
Separatism.
Italy is going to start balkanizing is what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Like that thing that happened in the Balkans, that's going to start happening here. And it's going to be real messy. Lots of
It's gonna be
revolts.
really messy. Well, start moving the armies down to Italy.
That's actually up in Norway. Interesting.
Okay.
So they want away from you as well.
No.
They think that self-governance is the way.
No. No.
Hang on. Just tell them they gotta slow down. Slow down.
Hey, calm down. You made the dog bark. How could you?
Geo.
Court and Country is going to be happening in October of 1700. Yes.
Yay.
1700 is going to be a year of the comet. I feel it.
Hmm.
You need a general. How many can we have? We have 4? Where are they? You don't need to be there. Bertolm Rodney. You get over there. And we will crush them in Arezzo. Cremona and Bergamo. So all of northern Italy is thinking of these horrid self-governance thoughts. Berg and Nassau are German. Oh, wrong way. You guys go that way. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women. Yay! We did it.
Woo!
We killed them all. We have wiped out every last remnant of the Pope on Earth.
Good. Oh, get an army up there in Norway. Take care of that rebellion.
They may not actually, revolt. They may not, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Keep an eye on
So
them.
high. They would be... What are your peasants or your uprisings? Norwegians.
I forgot
that
about
might
the
happen.
names. Screaming Eagle.
Yeah,
The
you remember
Swedish 10.
doing that?
The Scottish 13. The
Oh,
Alba
yeah.
first.
We remember what you did.
It was good.
It was a great
I
time.
will not agree with that statement.
It was beyond good.
Where did you come from? Oh, you're
That's when you
Spallettans. Fine.
deal with them.
They will be dealt with. And there's Wasserberg and München.
Moonkin?
Oh no. Wait, hold on. I'm a little scared. So, I have a feeling that all of these tiny little nations that are supposed to be in here because Holy Roman Empire might all be about to try and rebel. And that would be really, really bad.
Why do you think they're about to rebel?
Because we're so overextended. It just makes everyone unhappy. Yeah, that's just what happens when you steal a lot of development at a time.
Put some army in there, I guess.
We are doing, and that will be dude. What was it? 32k core. Yes.
Oh, we're making another army?
Yes, we're gonna need
Okay.
one. Or at the very least, this was just a random one cannon unit that was just sitting there, so might as well make it into one army.
The Army of Ireland.
That it is. Bologna has been integrated.
Next.
Into the fucking soil.
We'll just go down the line.
Okay. Why was that not red down there
This?
in Italy?
We probably literally just could not take it in the last. It's not always bad.
Oh.
It just sometimes shits out like that. Like when it's up, it's fine. But sometimes it just shits out like that.
Okay.
But we're back now.
That's good. I'm glad. I was
Good,
scared.
good, good.
Okay. So
need to
where
hear
were
time
we?
for
We
people.
were making an army up here. Did you have something else you were saying? You asked why
I
these
don't
guys
know.
weren't
Oh, yeah.
the right color.
Why aren't they the right color?
So the Namjoids split apart the Arabian Empire a while back. And the Namjoids hold this little spot right here, and they're allied with, I think, Apulia as well. Or for some reason we couldn't attack them, or we didn't attack them in the last war.
They're fine then. We'll let them stay for now.
We could always just get rid of them, like, expeditiously. There's nothing really stopping us, except for the fact that we are about to have lots and lots of rebellions.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine for right now. The Alban first is zero in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that did
What
in fact happen.
What happened?
What do you think happened, my liege?
Did they lose?
They didn't lose, but they did die.
How did they die, William?
There was combat. Did you not see the combat they were doing down here?
I did, but
They all died. They died in your name, my liege. This was what they were born for.
Oh, not this old.
The unrest is growing, and I don't like it.
Well, the only way to fix that is to fix the overextension, which we are in the process of doing.
No, you gotta fix it.
We're working at it. It's going to be a whole thing, but we do have the ability to do it.
Sweet death.
What I'm doing right now is automating the unrest patrols that these armies can go on. They will automatically go after the rebels that spawn if they can decide to actually go after them and not be scared that they're big.
Right.
But they will also give a benefit to keeping the unrest down in the provinces that they patrol. So the revolts won't spawn as often, and maybe won't spawn at all if we can get our unrest extended correctly. But right now, I think what we need more than anything might be to increase our manpower production. I mean, it's still massive for basically any stage of the game. But we can always get more. And having more manpower generated per month will allow us to replenish our armies faster.
Yeah.
So, would you like to maybe build some buildings to do that? It would be the training fields.
Sure, I guess. I don't care where. Whatever you think is most optimal.
Well, it would be good to have it in places that will give a big bonus for it, so we can actually sort it by here. Alex doesn't like to do all of this. He likes to go individually into each different province, which is perfectly fine to do. But this gives, like, numerically the biggest option for the time. And since these are all provinces that already have giant manpower in them, this only helps.
Wait, what's that? 5,000?
5,000?
Yeah, the London.
London?
Oh wait, London and Deloria make a lot of manpower.
They do. And I believe the one in Deloria, there's already a barracks in Deloria, so this would actually just be upgrading it to a training field.
Alright, let's do that. Let's upgrade Deloria. It is our capital.
The great capital shall be upgraded. Actually, all of these that are 170 have already got barracks on them, so we can just go ahead and spend to upgrade all of these. And we still have 10k left over.
Yeah.
The Kiel Canal has been constructed. It is beautiful.
Woo!
Oh, you have a legacy.
I have a legacy.
You have a legacy. Congratulations, my liege.
Yay, let's go work on the next canal.
Well,
Shall we go to Panama?
well, we barely even know what Panama is. But what we do know is that the Suez exists. So, we can go to war with the Mamluks, and in one war we can take not only the whole Alexandria-Suez region and make me feel so wonderful in my grave, but we can also steal Constantinople, because by attacking the Namjoids, the Mamluks will also join in. So we can take it, but we'll also be overextended again.
Nam is the funniest word.
Them Namjoids.
I keep putting us in overextension and I don't like it.
Well,
It's like I want to take so much, but then we're fucked.
yeah.
It's like last time that happened, it was a bad time for Alex.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
You know, fuck them.
We need a lot of men.
I'm gonna go in my kitchen. Will it be screams or will it be slams? We'll never know.
Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I mean,
Tyler went to his kitchen.
Well, what's in the kitchen?
We won't ever know anymore because there's an EMP field in the kitchen.
Fucking apparently.
there is a wall of screams.
Oh.
I have to enter and barely anything comes out.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
I've
So
been
We know
keeping my
what's in-
cookies in the other dimension because my friends Jordan and Alex keep stealing all my fucking chocolate.
you
Wait,
don't
Jordan's
need
been
it.
over there now.
Well, Jordan's been like the last couple times been there. Like I'll have like Reese's in
Oh,
there. I'm
the
like, oh, I
last
bought
few
that
times
just
he's
for
been there.
me, and
I
he
thought
just
he was-
fucking eats like the whole package. Those two bastards just take.
They just take.
I sometimes take your
They,
chocolate.
they just.
You
They
bastard!
can't
You're all
keep.
part of the problem.
I buy pizza though and share.
But I just want chocolate.
They can't keep getting away with it. They can't keep getting away with it.
I buy you food all the time. Or not all the time.
You go to prison for that.
My
I'll put you in the nightmare
liege.
dimension.
My
Talk-
liege.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we do have lots of absolutism.
Yeah.
But we're kind of in a bind right now. So, you see,
Why
we
do
need.
we have zero manpower?
Well, you see, we just had a really big war. And in that war, we lost a lot of men. And we need about the same number of men right now that we'd be able to generate in like 3 years. So I'm thinking that maybe we make a deal with the nobility to increase our manpower modifier. It's only 5%, but that still equates to a bunch whenever you start getting into thousands.
But my
It will.
tax.
Yeah, Alex also said he will be taking as well. So taking will continue to happen.
I
But-
hate them. I'll have to start hiding it.
But yeah, increasing the levies will be 2% less that we take on tax, but it will be about 5% more manpower that we generate every month. And yeah. Oh well, I don't know if we can quite go that fast, Jordan. It only gets worse if you keep going while that's happening.
I guess.
It
Remember
is
when I
something
tried
that
to
we'd
make it
be
go
able to.
with war?
It would be something that we could take away from them later on, though.
Oh,
It was like an 80-year civil war.
This is not nearly to that extent. That was like a whole diplomatic move that we had to do. This is just within our own court.
Hmm.
But as you can see, the Poles have rebelled. The Poles have rebelled. The French have rebelled. The Africans have rebelled somewhere around here. The Swabians are going to be in here, and they're about to rebel. The Milanese down here are about to rebel.
there's an army over in Italy.
That is the French and
In
yes.
Italy.
Oh, in Italy?
Down south.
In
I forget
Italy?
the island's name. Sicily.
Oh, Sicily. Yeah. That one's a thing. Yeah, we got a lot that we got to tend to. But let me know what you would like me to do if you have other questions. Oh, the bloodthirst shown by Lazerin II has ruined the reputation of Greater Alba in the eyes of the world. And now our own subjects are starting to question the legitimacy of such a ruthless ruler. You lose 15 legitimacy.
Alex, I think it's time for you to worry, and maybe you might die.
No. Lazerin II. That's
Yeah,
you.
I know, but I might kill.
Can't have a bad legacy after all.
If you annex
Yes.
all those territories we have and make them states, then the new manpower from there should fuel our man coffers.
It should, and it would help with the overextension problem, and we're getting to that. But
Oh,
we have to-
they are behind quite a bit.
Yeah. We just have to actually go through coring all of these, which we're working on it, but we only had so much actual admin points. We're generating a lot per month, though, but this is just what we have to do in the meantime.
The rebels were successful somewhere. Look at those numbers.
Oh, these rebels are about to fight.
Look at these numbers that I just found.
Greater Alba. Oh no, we're going after them. You guys might need a leader. Don't just march off into the desert.
No.
Like that other army.
That other army. They sacrificed themselves. There's no other word for it. They didn't have to do that. They chose to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They need to sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
The thing with stating places specifically, like we will eventually be stating Rome. We already have Rome stated. But we
Hooray!
we also have Tuscany stated. But
We
could
win, we
state
win. We beat
some
the
of
game.
the Italian areas, and that would help with our manpower production and it would give us a lot of extra development. We just make more stuff out of those provinces because of it. But that will also increase our governing capacity over amount. So
Rebels were successful.
yeah,
Rebels
these are
successful.
just all of the different provinces that these rebels are going to keep sieging down, and I'm not going to pause for all of them. I'm not going to apologize either.
It's like these rebels.
We even have rebellion in our own court.
Look,
Execute him.
are you serious?
Yes, my liege. I should get the hammer of dawn.
He's rebelling against us.
This is the court of jesters, I see.
The core jesters.
The
Court of Justice.
The court of jesters. It's terrifying. It's terrifying in the power it wields and in how it wields its power.
It is much.
It is much.
Bring in the battle jester.
A fucking plated clown with 3 muskets across his back. Jingly shoes coming in doing a cartwheel. Yes, my lord! I'm here!
That's
He pulls
new,
out
William.
a fucking halberd.
Oh.
It's the new William.
Oh,
That's
it's
what
the
our
new
generals
me.
are.
All
They have jingly hats and the shoes and the yeah. They wear like
our
the whole get up.
armies are just like jesters.
What? What?
They're
This
not,
is lore.
they are not good at sneaking at all because they have jingly shoes.
Yes, Alex. I'm dealing with Sicily. I'm moving. I have to move these armies together because they have a lot of men. But this fort is on farmland instead of in the mountains over here. So I gotta get enough men because I don't have a terrain advantage.
Oh.
Everything
the
in
stream and
Germany.
they're just now hearing about the clown.
They love the clowns, I think.
No.
We're gonna have
And
to
his
move
love
you
is the
guys.
word I would use for it too, because I
Is
think they
there?
really like it.
I don't think there's any rebellion going on up here. Isn't there a map mode for that? Political? That's rebel types. Unrest. Yeah, we can move you guys out onto the mainland. You're needed. The new front is the home front. Yes.
You're now the battle jester, and Alex is the people jester now.
The people
I'm swapping your
jester.
titles.
Am I your jester?
I am the
You're the
battle
jester
jester.
jester.
Oh. Very well.
My lord, I think our carnival needs more blood.
No.
But my lord, it
You
will
know
make
what?
such
Yeah.
a pretty arrangement.
I will allow
lactose
this.
guy.
Kill the rebels.
My lord, may I use their intestines to garland my trees?
You may.
Yes, thank you, my lord. We have claimed Cyprus, the ancient land.
Hooray!
Uh,
Look at all that
tendons.
green.
Look at it. It's so beautiful.
Not only will you be the battle jester, you'll also be the economy jester.
Oh, you flatter me, my liege.
Flatter him with more work.
The jester Alex will go talk to the people.
And tell them things aren't so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bertolm Rodney, you need to get over here.
And since Alex, I know, would not like being in this job, but he's forced to do it.
Yeah.
We will make him a sad clown.
Tears painted on his face.
Yep, and he'll just go out there depressed, like, it's fucking bad. I mean, it's not that bad. Everything's going to be fine. Because he's not going to have fun.
Of course
Never
not.
will.
Why would he? That's not his job.
He's being forced to dress like a clown.
Yeah. I mean, how much he's getting paid.
No. He's just
getting paid.
He's forcefully given the opportunity to dress like a clown.
Yes.
You can't think of it so negatively.
He's
Yes.
not getting. He's getting paid in potatoes.
Positive vibes. You
I'd
have any
love
idea
to
how
get
much
paid in potatoes.
can keep you alive for?
I mean, it worked for the Irish for a while.
Until it didn't.
Oh. Why you guys? I'd rather you guys not, but if you're going
I'd rather y'all die.
you guys go hurry over there, and let's give you a leader real quick. How about you? Christian Saunders, you're good at fire. That'll work.
Did you just teleport that man
I
from one
sure
side
did.
of the?
EU4
uses
does
his
have
trap.
personal teleportation technology, yes.
He is a witch.
The battle jester's a witch.
Ooh.
What should we do about the witch?
Um,
Wait, we're tolerant toward the witch.
Yeah. Oh,
We're-
wait, oh.
well, yeah. We certainly don't kill people for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about all I'm willing to say about that one. Because honestly,
Once-
I think we'd still kill people just because we think they might harm us with their witchery.
Mhm.
I feel like if we can justify that...
You're not gonna
then yeah.
harm me, are you?
Yeah, we...
Do I need to kill another William off?
Me? Why me?
Because you're the witch.
Witches are an important part of our family. Oh,
They also can't be trusted, though.
they're heretics.
I choose to trust them. For now.
You don't know what they concoct in their pottery.
My liege, the heretics.
Yes, they're getting out of control. Kill them all.
Might I suggest death?
Yeah. Kill them all.
Oh, my liege.
We've gained a core province.
We got a lot of
Heroes,
cores
most
done.
happy.
We still have a lot more to go, but that should help a little bit with the issue.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of these are going to start going down now.
What does it take to boost our stability?
Admin points.
Okay,
Right
so
now,
we don't have
265.
that. We don't have that.
No, we
The
don't.
love of our people is necessary.
Your stability can go up to +3, but it costs 50% more for each one above 0.
Yeah. We've been over that one before.
Yeah. Okay, Corsica is having their own fun, so we gotta handle that. Fortunately, the army we have over there can handle it. You guys need to go kill off the Ansbachers.
The Ansbacher.
Ansbacher.
That's such a fun word.
The
German.
Ansbacher.
You made a
love-
fantastic language, and I love it.
The Enlightenment.
Enlighten me.
The last century has seen rationalism, empiricism gaining an ever increasing popularity among the great minds of the age. In letters, publications, or coffee houses, kings, scientists, philosophers, and literateurs are discussing the merits of tolerance, the scientific method, and the spreading of Enlightenment ideals to all humanity. From universities or courts of enlightened monarchs, expeditions are being sent to measure, catalog, weigh, and map the world so that we can better understand the laws that govern the things around us. Others discuss the laws that govern society and try to reach an understanding of the rights of man. In Buddha, a colossal undertaking has begun in the assembly of a complete encyclopedia of all knowledge. The light of reason has now been lit, and many will not rest until it has been brought to all corners of the earth.
Now, before you continue, I got none of that. Could you reread it in a clown voice?
No.
Dang it.
My liege, the Hungarians have begun the Enlightenment.
Kill them.
It started in Pest, which I think is their capital? Yes, their capital. So that's a thing. Just because we share a border with them, it will share with us, so it's not like we're not going to get it. But it is not directly in our territory.
Okay.
I'm knocking.
Oh,
Hello,
give me a
people
quick
clown
second.
Alex.
Alex
First
is the
thing,
clown of the
when
people.
that crown is on my head, the first thing that's happening is jesters, mimes, clowns, and other such tomfoolery will be banned for punishment of death.
Fair.
We have to live it up, my lord, currently, while we still can.
I
Goon
agree.
squads with rifles will wander the streets, eliminating this pestilence.
I was forced into it. I couldn't do anything about it.
No, we
Well,
killed you and
the
brought in the new
hammer-
clown. You
The
know,
hammer
like,
will come down in the future.
William Serpent, do you wish to die already? You must be clowning around.
I hate
I
it.
point at you and jingle my shoes.
Give me a quick second. Let me make sure I'm figuring this out right.
You have to live in the way of the clown right now. The
There we
government
go.
says it will be death to non-clowns. And then a great massacre across the whole country.
all of the armies are slaughtered.
There are a lot of dead armies and a lot of armies that have to be over here because there will be other rebellions that spawn over there very soon. So, yeah, we're working. Oh, there's an army that's been lost in the desert for thousands of years, probably.
Covered in sun boils.
They
have-
make it back to our territory, and they're like, they don't even look like us anymore.
I will be
have culture.
reforming the army significantly whenever I get in charge, because we need armies that are like titled as being connected to certain regions. I think now, for organization's sake.
We did have some of those. We got the Swedish.
No.
I know.
the
I will be erasing that part of your
the
legacy when I
Scottish
take over.
13th, the Army of Ireland.
I will fully erase that and kill anyone who says that was the way things was.
Your legacy, my lord. He is ruining it.
Well, once you're dead, your legacy can be altered by anybody, let's be fair.
He's closer to becoming Naruto every day.
If you do, it'll be a curse upon my house and yours.
Don't bring that evil on the house. Why would you
It's
do
already
this?
been placed.
I issued that curse long ago.
And he
So-
meant it with every fiber of his being.
I did. I
So
will
what
use...
is it? If I name you Naruto, or is it just if I kill you?
If Dubessa dies by any means and is replaced with Naruto, then Naruto will have
Okay.
0 and at least 2 stats, and will have to fight Napoleon during Naruto's reign.
Oh.
Okay, so it's just don't name him Naruto. Because before stream, I was heavily considering just like killing you off, due to the fact is I want you to have a longer reign than what you will be having.
It's a fun statistical thing, because since you've been reigning since you were 15, you're statistically very unlikely to make it past 60. Whereas if someone comes to power at the age of 40, they're more likely to make it into their 70s.
I was looking at your chart here that you sent us, and I really like how it's not 100% chance I'll die after 91.
Yeah, there's a slight chance you could still continue on.
Mm-hmm.
But remember Sam the 7th, I believe, or 8th?
Mhm.
I think it was one of those. I think the 7th.
Was
Sam
it the
the
one that
7th one-
started?
Yeah, Sam the 7th was, I think, 91 when we started.
Game started, died instantly.
He died in a
Yeah,
month.
she died in like 4 days. But then
Yeah,
again,
the
you have
good
Tyler II, who was like 36 and ruled for like 3 years and then died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was ready to go, and
It
Yeah,
happens
but,
sometimes.
Before I kill you, it's like, how bad do you want to keep this person?
Oh no, I'm just saying. It's a curse. I can't take back a curse. It's
Give
already
him a
been,
long,
it's already been
give him a long
done.
life.
I know, but if I don't name you Naruto,
The earth
curse
bones
is
have
not-
been carved already. I can't take it back.
I can avoid
Well,
the curse.
he can avoid it if he doesn't name you Naruto.
The only
Okay.
way to avoid the curse is for Dubessa to take the crown and no one else.
I make shit
That
up
sounds
now.
fair.
It's like I think you would have to die or renounce the throne.
We
Hey,
got
just gotta
manpower.
First manpower. We're immediately gonna throw them into the front,
Yes.
the many fronts.
Oh,
All right. Bulgaria has entered a military coalition against us.
oh, great.
I don't think that there's very many people in it yet. It might just be them and the other guys that just jumped in it.
So even if Dubessa dies of natural causes,
Uh-huh. Heart
is the curse
palpitations.
still there?
Well, if Dubessa died and the game naturally made the next heir be someone automatically named Naruto, then you would know absolutely it is.
I hope somebody.
The stars would be aligned for it.
Gurma has entered a coalition.
What's
against us.
Gurma?
It's the
Gurma
forces
is-
of chaos, is what it is.
They're the
Ooh,
deep
they're
south the deep
big.
south people.
It is the desert chaos.
Mm-hmm.
The Alabama?
They have the 8-pointed star.
They do.
They're Alabama.
Don't go to Gurma. It's not a good place.
Well, our empire will eventually have the province of Africa, which I decree will be the entire continent. So they need to get over it.
It can't
By
happen.
right, we
Close
did.
enough.
We go to West Africa. It's just like, our people named your continent.
Yeah.
Do you have a flag?
Where's
We
your
totally
flag?
went and did that.
Oberkarten.
Another thing we were talking about,
Ubermensch.
Alex, and I wanted to hear your opinion on it. I want to start just increasing our trade,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget.
There's a lot of ways to do that.
What was the thing called, William?
Which one? Which thing?
The making, was it a trade building, or it lowered like taxation, I think, or something. I don't know.
Well,
It lowered.
we
I
could
can't
make
remember. It
stock
lowered-
exchanges. Actually, that is a thing that we could do. That just automatically increases the trade power in provinces. Like, if we-
Replacing all the old trade buildings with the newest one would be one way. Another way is pretty much any coastal province, any coastal region that has any remotely valuable good, increase the production rating of it. If you do that, then it'll increase your trade power and give you more power in it, and make your trade income better, and increase the production in the trade node, making the trade node more valuable, and all those knockoffs.
Oh, you all right?
Alex, give me one quick second. I will give you control.
Whoa!
My,
Why are you giving me control?
I gotta answer a phone call.
Okay. I would like the keyboard so I can move about.
I give.
I give.
Let's see. Is this a okay? I forgot this is an arrow keys.
Alex, your name is now Tremagasi.
It's like I forgot that this is an arrow keys game.
Hey, what's up?
Tremagasi, how are you today?
Is she
We are
feeling
on
better?
the one moment, please.
We are?
Oh,
Well, he
Yeah.
should change that.
He's
But
gone.
nice.
Yeah,
Has
well-
she started crawling yet?
Well, dear listeners, all I'm doing is plopping these buildings
okay.
all over the shop. The game
What
is
are they?
paused.
The stock
so-
exchange?
Yeah,
Little at
we're
a
just
time.
building. We're replacing
Oh,
the old
nowadays.
trade buildings with the new correct trade buildings.
Pretty good. It's been a
There's
little
been a
bit
delay
busy,
on
but
the stream on
nothing
my
that
side.
nothing
what
that
I
I can't
saw.
that I can't handle, and mostly just relaxing right now.
Man, I can't make
Um,
Alex do cloud
I'm
things.
streaming a game
I-
with my
I
friends at
keep-
the moment.
I don't want one there. There
Well, you can force him at the moment
I
because you
appreciate
are
it.
the king.
But he is my daughter.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's not an advisor right now.
we go. Like I will
Yeah,
commit
I'm
ritualistic
doing a lot better.
suicide
I've got
to
a bunch
fulfill
of
the
different
curse.
events that I got for the newspaper that I'm using
Fall
on the
upon thy
calendar, and it's
blade.
actually really helping me. So thank you for that again.
He's
We're
doing some
making-
admin. Nothing
We're making
severe.
a lot. Let's see.
Of stock
look at all
exchanges.
these stock
Yeah.
exchanges that are
Hello,
being built on your order, my
Bea.
lord.
Good.
Look at
Hey,
all
baby
these
girl.
chickens.
I just he was telling me something that
Hey,
a problem was about to
Bea.
start soon, and it was gonna bring down our
No.
Empire?
Make the empire collapse utterly.
our
I
income.
love you too.
That would
So
make
I
me
want-
sad.
I wanted to
Yes,
fix
he's
that
sitting
before
here
it
staring at me
became an
right
actual
now,
issue.
just about to start trying to beg me for some
I don't
attention.
have any of these going.
Okay.
I don't know.
Love you
What
too.
We
thing
lost an
I'm talking
Be
advisor.
all right.
No, we did.
All right. Bye bye.
Well, this would help with the money thing. Trade efficiency. Trade efficiency is specifically just like a 10% increase on top
Mhm.
of trade. So, if it would, come on,
The
come on, show me your
Earth
bench. Oh, it doesn't want
Yeah, because our
So-
balance before was plus 200, now it's plus 53.
Now it is stinky.
Hey.
What did happen then?
Thank you.
Well, I will say
thank
one thing
you.
that's an issue.
When you
Go ahead,
called me,
someone.
I
Here,
was
I have the
well, I
revolution
still
tab
kind of
saved
am,
down
but
here just for
streaming with
future
some
so
of
we
my
can see it.
friends. So I just wanted to call you back. I know you might want to say maybe
kept
a
the
thing or
faith.
two, but if you wanted to say anything, I just
Well, you
figured
gotta
I'd
be
call
ready
back
for it.
real
There's
quick.
the unrestometer.
The unrestometer.
There we go, autonomy. So as you can see, all the regions in red are areas that
I
are like
appreciate
lawless.
it. Thank you.
So In these regions,
Yeah, I had an interview
like,
earlier.
you can see their autonomy is like
and
90%.
After
We're only
pretty much
getting
as soon as I
10% of the
finished that,
manpower
I
and 10% of the income,
um,
like tax
The
income,
Wild
from
West of
all
our
these
empire.
places.
Where banditry takes
How can
two
we-
And,
I just
and the
have a
reason
stream right after that.
why these are this way is that they're marked as territories instead of being
just been a little bit
states.
busy, but
Jordan
can't
says he
complain.
cannot see, in fact.
Doing work I enjoy at least.
Yeah.
Well, I'll explain. I'll show it.
I feel a little bit closer to 30.
But so what I was talking about before,
As long as
about
I still
making
get to
territory
look good,
states,
that's all that matters.
this could help with the manpower problem, because if I click this,
I love you, and
you can
thank
see
you
how
for calling.
in other regions of our,
All right, I'll
it's
talk
like,
to you later.
700,000. We're getting like 200, 100, 100, 100, 71, 78, like that amount of manpower in these high autonomy regions.
We definitely need to fix that problem.
The only thing is that if you do that, it'll greatly increase. I'm going up. If you do
You're
that,
going up.
then it will obliterate the overextension. Well, not the overextension, but the governing capacity, which is different. Overextension's way worse. But it'll make the governing capacity go way higher. I feel like I'm being wrestled. Am I being wrestled? Is he being a silly and trying to wrestle me? He is.
He's fighting you.
No.
Oh wait, he may be trying to fix the old.
Let me unmute myself.
One moment, please.
Yes, and I'm also
please.
trying to fix that.
Why don't you have it hotkeyed?
I did have it hotkeyed, and then it would start fucking up whenever I would try to hotkey it.
What do you mean?
So I was explaining to them the autonomy issue, because I actually have the autonomy. I was going through.
Hey, William, can you fix the stream problem?
I fixed it. It'll just take a second.
I was showing this menu to them, William.
Yeah, the unrest menu.
No, that's not
Where's
the
that?
unrest menu. That's the autonomy menu.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier with that comment, I was explaining it's like this would help solve our manpower problem if we would resolve this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have another tab here that shows manpower, and you can see in all those areas with the autonomy how they're giving us no
fucking
one.
red.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving us they're giving no one to the army.
They're all dead.
And it's because they're just refusing to join the military because of it's the Wild West. People are shooting each other in the streets. No one's collecting taxes.
The taxmen are all dead. Those brave soldiers of the government.
We could go tame the Germans, but that would require more admin power and give us even more state maintenance. And
Look
that
at
would
how
put us
French
even more
Europe
over
is.
overextension.
I wonder who did that.
We did put a lot of
Not
them
me.
in there.
I expanded the French very, very slightly. I killed like 2 towns worth of not French people and replaced them with French people.
The Walloons actually did spread a lot of themselves over the Netherlands at the very least. So
I did make the Walloons accepted, I believe, during one of my reigns.
There are no English.
Nope,
we fixed them.
nope.
They don't exist.
It is a great gray area. You just go there and you can just hear wind blowing.
But we Albans have a vibrant culture, you see. You just have to go indoors.
Spooky.
That how many soldiers we need keeps going up.
Yeah? And that's going to keep happening until we get rid of all these rebellions, because our armies have not been full since the end of this past war.
Yeah. Like I said, I would just go into do more overcapacity and turn those territories into states. I think you need to.
So we're going to start consolidating. That's going to put our governing capacity over more.
Yeah, I know. The biggest thing that'll affect is aggressive expansion, which we don't care about, and our stability cost modifier. That's the 2 biggest things that'll affect.
How do we increase it?
It's something I work on every fucking time I'm in charge.
We
Pretty
just
much.
want to
How
not
do we
have
increase
the
it?
burden.
There are many ways to increase increases. The problem is that we started the game as a massive fuck off empire, and I mean, at one point we just annexed Germany.
Yeah.
We have a great and glorious empire, and the game would really appreciate it if we like broke it up in some way and like subdivided it.
All right, my lord.
Um.
Who shall be in charge while you are gone?
Oh, it's already back up.
Yeah, I
Congratulations.
turned it off and turned it back on, essentially.
You
Banged
did a
on it
big
real hard with your
restart.
hand.
Okay,
Get the
so
wrench out.
we're gonna have a lot more rebellions. They sent us about 800 men. The Savoy in here is about to rebel, but there's nothing we can really do about it.
What's this rebellion problem?
It's all
It's gotta
because of the
be-
overextension.
Yep, have to do with the overextension, which means that once these start ticking out, like those timers right there go away, the overextension will fix itself and they'll be gone.
Hmm.
Okay.
It just takes time.
We took a lot of land in lump sums, my lord.
Mhm.
And they really hate it when you do that.
Well, we're gonna keep doing that.
The Namjoids have entered a military coalition against us. So-
Well, I was planning on going to war with all these people who are doing all this nonsense coalition.
Close member
nonsense.
or family of our ruler has proven utterly naive.
So the thing
Right.
about coalition war. Oh, yeah.
That
Go ahead.
information publicly. This is technically treason, but executing a member of the royalty might cause unrest.
Will you lose 10 prestige by executing one of your relatives? Or will you spare him and essentially let him fuck up our spy defense?
Execute him for treason.
He shall be executed for treason.
Was it the corruption that was draining the money?
That is starting to drain our money. But that wasn't what it was. Well,
What was caused?
He brought up something that said that it would eventually make our money go down by a lot, and I couldn't really figure out what he was talking about.
It was the event that was going, but because it only starts ticking up if your unrest is at least a 1. But because we switched from war to stability, that gave us -2 national unrest. So that put us back squarely in a category where it would not tick up. So
Okay.
thankfully, that's not going to happen as it stands right now.
Okay.
The Byzantines are at war with the tiny Russian states and Chernobyl.
Let him.
I hope the
Let 'em.
Byzantine Empire makes a comeback.
Vladimir is apparently allied with the Byzantines.
Let them.
Whip them. Whip the piss out
Whip
of them.
them. I will only allow people through if they agree to go to Sunday Mass.
Oh, that's one of these over here. I actually have a question.
What is your
So,
question? Maybe I can answer it.
If we go through here and we go through the diplomacy menu, we can potentially look to see if anyone would be willing to give us some troops. Maybe if the thing will show
Probably
up here,
not.
not through here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it would have.
It'd
that
have to
tab
have.
on here.
It costs 10 favors, and to generate favors, we'd have to be of good relation.
Well, with a bunch of these Russian states, I think we're relatively good with them. Like with Turov,
Ew.
we would have enough from them. Well, no, I guess not.
Well, you can send diplomats to generate favors.
We could.
It just takes a bit. You gotta work on it.
It might be worth it to invest some of our diplomatic power into the Russian states, so that when situations like this happens, we could spend some favor points and they could send us some soldiers.
Yeah.
The Empire is very vulnerable right now.
It
Don't
is.
say it like that.
If we
The
went to
tombs of
war
the North have
with
been raided. The fucking body of Tyler the First was taken out and desecrated, I think, by Norwegian nationalists.
No, that was my favorite corpse.
Yeah, you can see up there. It's like it's been occupied. They're just running rampant. They went back to paganism up there.
No, they believe
They're
in,
Adamites.
Like, one...
There's like
no.
Adamites that were hiding in the trees. They came out and they're trying to burn down the pyramid.
oh god,
Adamite.
speaking of Adamites, I think the
The
Swedes.
Jews killed them all.
Oh god.
Oh, you can't just say it like that. But...
The Jews came out and killed all those hard-nippled men.
they were a mystical species like the Amazon. They were the hard-nippled men, and they would run into battle shirtless and just slicing their opponents to ribbons.
Fucking milk titty.
Their religion demanded that they not wear clothes, and then they were in the coldest regions in fucking Europe all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it for fun.
Yeah.
Every one of them, they were always naked. This Rachel Hertzler person would give us trade efficiency.
I was about to hire her, and then you and I had a great struggle for power.
Fair.
Yeah, go ahead. Grab her.
The struggle deep inside.
How close are we to getting enough on the diplomatic ideas to get the diplomatic reputation increase?
I think we've already got that. Yeah.
Okay. We might want to consider annexing France.
I think we can try it.
We have a lot of diplomatic reputation, and what's the diplo points of Dubessa?
Theoretically,
I think that's the one that's 6.
I think that's your admin. Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Not,
So
not great.
this needs to be mostly done in your reign, my lord.
So theoretically, if we were to start it right now, it would take 58 years.
Oh!
I better live a long time.
At its current pace, which is 4 per month.
Okay.
We need more diplomatic reputation. We're getting some diplomatic reputation from stability. We need to have a diplomatic advisor that increases diplomatic reputation.
Oh, wait, there was just one? No, that was improved relations.
So we'll have to look out for that advisor. We'll need to get as much diplo points as possible generated.
As our overextension fixes
when
itself.
When overextension goes down, it'll help tremendously.
Yes, that'll be like another 4 each month. So it might.
I think it helps that we're not trying to gobble a state that's equal in size to us.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We got like 5 armies that are gonna have to march in here and clear these out.
Yes.
Shall we start annexing them?
Shall we?
I'm glad that I ordered the building of all these fucking star forts.
It was very helpful. It kept our empire from falling into ruin. We will begin integrating Francia. Then we gotta do West Francia.
I wonder how many stock exchange buildings that I ordered constructed during all that has been interrupted by roving bands of rebels.
I don't know.
I don't think that many.
Rebellion.
If you scroll down the menu on the right, you'll see that I ordered many.
Quite a lot.
Quite right.
This one was interrupted, it looks. Did you want to do these two?
I figured any of them that had... The AI doesn't tend to build those trade buildings unless they're like a trade depot or something happens that makes it to where they have a large trade like thing. They don't tend to build them randomly, usually. So I was just
Okay.
upgrading all the ones that were there instead of micromanaging and deconstructing the old ones and checking to make sure that they were correct.
That'll work.
Okay.
Put those there. Okay. So that'll make us a bunch. We got 3 missionaries that can go and cleanse the people.
Man, we really hate the heretics and the heathen.
We do.
We really do.
For good
Like,
reason.
if anyone in our empire is not DeLorean, it makes everyone in the empire so mad.
Go cleanse them.
Off with their heads. Come on in.
cleanse. So
Come
Oh,
on in.
you were
come
talking
on.
about something making merchants. That's another thing.
coal or trade companies. So
That's what it was.
the thing with trade companies, we could set up trade companies in like the African territories. We wouldn't be making them states, which means they wouldn't be going toward our governing capacity, but they also wouldn't be giving us any taxes or manpower. But they would, it would double all of the trade power in those areas.
I believe trade companies also impact the production of goods, doesn't it?
I think so. You can also build specific buildings that make trade companies better. And I believe once you get them big enough, they will also give you a free merchant.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I do want to make some trade companies.
We could create the Imperial African Trade Company.
So you can make one for each trade node. So we can make the official African one.
The Tunisian Charter, the Alexandrian Charter, things like that.
Okay.
Put your name all over
I
it.
do definitely want to make some trade companies.
So do we call it the Barbary Coast Trade Charter? Or?
Yeah, you can name them whatever you want, which I don't like because you're going to call it something insane that I'm going to have to try to rename in the future.
The Naruto Charter.
The Naruto trade route of clownage.
Of
College.
Of clown college.
You're welcome. I'll be right back. I have to go
Well,
potty.
it's not letting me click on it, so fuck you.
Yeah, because you already made the thing.
And whenever you do it through this screen, it automatically adds all of the available provinces into the trade company.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that. We can spend money to upgrade this center of trade, though. That'll just make it better.
We have a lot of money, and I'm just going to spend a lot of it.
And these are the different trade company things you can buy. So these first 2 in each category are improved versions of each other. Like this one gives defensiveness and supply limit modifier. This one just gives more. And then the third one will give something extra. Like this one is 5 land force limit. This one's trade steering, marines, naval force limit, and army tradition. So
did we get the army tradition one?
You should build a big star fort in Tunisia.
It has a level 2. We can upgrade it right now to a level 8.
Yes.
We just unlocked the level 8, actually.
Yeah. Make it the biggest, scariest fortress in all of Europe.
Mm-hmm. And
I do want to upgrade the trade port.
We've already upgraded the trade port.
Oh, could I not buy any of those buildings that you just showed me?
Oh, the trade company.
The trade company, yeah.
So, what would you like it to have more of?
What do each of the first ones do?
This is defensiveness and supply limit. This one is local production efficiency. That's better if you have valuable trade resources like spices and such. This one is manpower, essentially, manpower and sailors. This one is trade power specifically, and this one is tax.
I would suggest none of those currently because Tunisia is not a valuable enough place for that to be beneficial to us.
So not even manpower or...
No, this province is a backwater, my lord, and all of those things cost much money. If we had a lot more trade company stuff somewhere else, then sure, but not worth it there.
If you expanded more into this specific trade node, you would have access to like the sugar over here and the spices down here. That would
slaves.
Be worth investing in.
I see those slaves. Unfortunately, slavery is going to end before too long, my lord.
Does
We
it
just
end
got
without?
into it.
Does it end without the papacy?
I'm pretty sure the abolition stuff is time-based.
What's
Oh.
another trade thing we can make? Trade
I think it
company.
has to do with the adopting enlightenment and stuff like that. It makes it to where it has a timetable of going away.
What's
What's
another?
where's a good place to build the next trade company? Like I want a powerful trade company.
Alexandria. I want Alexandria.
We all want Egypt, but we got enough problems. We don't even have Constantinople.
That's true.
I want her though.
Constantinople would be a great jumping off point into invading Egypt.
Constantinople, I think, needs to be a state.
Oh,
in
yeah.
my opinion.
It's like, oh yeah, that will be ruled directly by the crown. All of the Romes will be ruled directly by the crown. The London Rome, the DeLorean Rome, the East Rome, the Rome, all of that will be directly ruled by the crown.
Rome.
And
Rome.
Russia has entered a coalition.
We will be the
against us.
Albans, the rulers of all the Romes.
The newest Rome on the block. What about the German Rome? They had that of it.
Not before us.
They didn't have time to make such claims before.
Oh
they were
yeah,
Alban.
this is a different timeline.
It
Yeah,
is.
the Holy Roman Empire never formed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We
poor
didn't let
guys.
it. We strangled it in the crib.
Germany was too extreme. Oh, that
Oh.
bloodthirst. There you go.
Yeah, they did it again. They're really questioning. it.
Legitimacy is actually starting to get a little worrisome.
A little shaky.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. It takes a lot for legitimacy to go down a lot.
We've
Next
gained
one's on 30.
a
Oh.
new country create widespread opposition. We lose a stability.
Oh, there are a lot of people in Alba who have
We're-
taken exception to you.
We are just reaching the epoch of the start of the revolution.
Oh,
It's
this is
coming.
bad. I feel
It's coming
it.
as the stability goes down and we don't have manpower.
No.
We need to fix that
Office
manpower
of-
problem.
Yeah, we do.
The nation is autonomous. Rebels wander the streets.
We're fixing it, but we need more men.
About that.
Okay, so there is something we can do. Look over the governing capacity. Let's look at it real quick. So advisor costs, that's bad. The one thing we can't live with there is the advisor cost. I was gonna say, what we could do is we can do recruitment drives in most of the states we have.
Mm-hmm. We
And
can
that
do
would, but whenever you issue an edict, it doubles the governing capacity of that state.
We can do it in our capital for free, essentially, though.
Yes, we can.
So we do make a lot of men in our capital state of Denmark. So
We do.
that includes.
You can issue the edict for them to fucking start whipping up more men.
Mm-hmm.
We can most certainly do that. With just Deloria and Finn alone, that's like 14,000 men. And we can have them increase it by 50%. 25%.
Increase enlistment. You should increase enlistment there. I have the manpower tab down there.
Oh, I'll be right back.
And you can click that and try to find some of our hotspots. Like there's London as well. We can issue recruitment drives there.
I agree. We've also got Westfalen.
Yes, because
Yes.
I believe I annexed a lot of territories. I was working on that, and then I passed away.
That might have been
And
their
then-
former capital before we integrated them.
Yeah, it does have a lot of stuff going on, but they should enlist into the army.
You will enlist into the Imperial military. Over here, they also have lots of stuff.
Bohemia's got. We need the Czechs, the Germans, the Danes, and the English to come to the army in full force.
We will pay you 13 shillings per week.
And we need to
Brighton.
not forget.
What about Rome?
We need to not forget. Rome itself generates a lot, but some of the provinces around it aren't even properly stated. I don't think, are they?
The state of Lazio Umbria is like fully stated, but anything from here south is not. I don't think.
The Napoleon. Anyway, yeah, you should issue recruitment drives in Rome.
Lazio Umbria.
Ooh.
Haha. And now we have men.
I'm back.
Wait for
Hello.
the month to tick over.
It did go up by what?
Catch me up to what you
100,
two did.
200?
Nothing much.
We instituted recruitment drives across the empire.
Okay.
We're making sure that the armies are full. They need to be full. The more people we convert, the more manpower they're going to give us too.
They probably won't let us do it with personal unions, but can we ask the French for manpower?
I think we can just take manpower from them.
Can we just suck manpower from them? I didn't think they would let us do anything.
No.
They don't let you do anything cool with the personal union
Yeah,
countries.
not with personal unions. With vassals, I think you can do it.
Can we suck manpower from you, Hungary? Let's see.
Enable scutage? Is that what it is?
No. That's
Thou
just more
shalt
money.
suck it right from their balls.
Yeah, maybe not.
They
them.
won't give us their men.
Bastards. We cared for you. We made you.
We need to go on slave raids, I think,
Oh.
so that we can go into impress gang people into the army.
I would love a compilation of Alex out of context.
We could
We
go
need to
around
do
and try to make
slave
some
trade.
soldiers' households. Like build more recruitment depots. Like here in Danzig.
Danzig, yeah,
Only
that is my name.
It should only be in provinces that have wheat and things of that nature.
Danzig
so.
has wheat. Oxford has cows.
I mean, if the Emperor approves, then I would suggest, yeah, you could build them all over the shop. And then we need to later hunt down all of the places where we have these built and build barracks there as well.
My liege,
Yeah.
is that a yes?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
We are building
he
more recruitment
signed
depots.
off. He signed off. We're going to
I
spend
signed off of it.
thousands.
Lolland. That is in our capital. That also has fish. That might be better for sailors.
We don't care about sailors. We have enough.
Okay. And Sussex.
If anything, I wish we can go into the naval yards and start grabbing young men. It's like, you need to be on the ground, not in the sea.
Sussex is also in the London area, as well as Oxford.
Ye old London town.
Ye old London town. And that should probably be good for now.
We have 54 admin. We can start coring something else.
Hooray.
We need it. Chambray.
Soon some of the tickers are going to tick. Some of the ticks are going to talk.
Oh, no!
Oh, Armenia, no.
No, not them.
Syracuse. We have been converting them. Calabria, you will be converted next. More separatists in Venezia and Treviso.
Bastards.
I love how it's 4 digits for soldiers' households. 1,798 days.
Yes, because that's because it's technically a manufactory.
And they take a lot. Melilla.
Manila.
1/3 of the empire's region are autonomous territories. I'd like to point that out.
I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it at all.
It's going down.
We've gained more imperialism.
I just love the moment we discover a new people. We're like, I have claims against you.
They're like, I don't even know who you are.
I claim your land. I'll be back.
Here I come. I'm bringing my flag and my army.
You send a diplomat whose sole purpose is to walk onto their land, stick a flag down, and walk away.
It's like 300 in the beginning of the movie where they have that Persian ambassador. He's like, you guys are gonna be Persian real soon, so.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you guys should.
You should come to accept it.
Yeah, I watched that movie for the first time, and it's interesting. Accurate? No, but fun, yes.
It is a popcorn movie.
I liked it. I liked it for what it was.
It's fun to watch, but it is not at all accurate in any way, and should not
It
be
makes
believed.
the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
We have high fervor, my liege. Shall we also invest in trade? My liege.
As his daughter, I say yes.
Okay. You're the
Can
same
you say that with
thing.
more venom?
My liege.
Fucking idiot, stupid leash.
You should break that rebellion. I think it's on a region with a fortress in it, so it'd be a defensive battle.
Bertrand Rodney, go handle it.
If a region's being besieged, it's not paying taxes.
Oh, we fixed them.
Bastards.
Taxation.
With
They were
their
causing
not
devastation.
wanting to pay taxing.
And we were building a stock exchange here. How dare they? The land has been cleansed.
We gotta solidify the cultures more.
The Swiss are about to rebel.
The Swiss aren't even real people.
Not anymore.
The Swiss have been controlled by their neighbors for centuries.
They really want to break free. But we can't have that, because that would disrupt things.
Court jester.
The flow. Yes, my lord.
Oh!
25 prestige, wonderful.
Oh.
Our recent strategy to carve new provinces out of whoever happens to be in the way surprisingly seems to have had a somewhat negative effect on our standing among our fellow nations.
They can shut it.
Interesting. They are
We will
overreacting.
gain that prestige back through the sword. You
I
remember when
imagine-
Bulgaria used to be really big and powerful,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're just like a collection of Balkan backwaters.
Basically.
I like to imagine that the jesters in the court have been inbred to perfection. Bred to his satisfaction. Like, one will come in with his arms dragging behind him because they're too long.
We have
He does a bow for the emperor. Have I been inbred to your satisfaction, my lord? Ah, his bones hurt. He's sorry.
we have 130,000 troops in Anatolia and the
me
adjacent
a
regions
joke.
there. Is that
My
fully
life.
necessary?
They have been suppressing rebellious Anatolians while we've been consolidating the territories.
Okay.
They have the Simchin, yes.
Theoretically, we could probably move them somewhere else. We could probably move at least one of them somewhere else.
I just say that because our troops in the mainland in Germany are getting really thin, and we have all these troops in the Far East.
I just figured that after the war, they deserve some time to do a little bit of an easier
That
job.
is silly. They're gonna need to go back to Germany and put down their countrymen.
We can put these guys over there.
Illy willy. Clarence.
I just think that the men should be thought about sometimes.
Do the Cretians ever consider rebellion down there? Is that something that's on their mind?
Actually, there was a specific event where they were also thinking of trying to go away.
only
They have the
thinking
rebel
about
sentiment
them-
too.
The soldiers I pay you for is to how they will fight, not how they'll vacation.
My liege, we...
Fucking TikTok needs to go up right now.
I don't like TikTok, my lord.
It's like it makes me scared, my lord.
It scares me most frightening.
Elons.
Why did Vines die, but TikTok has gotten so good? I don't understand.
And it's like the thing that's left. Fuck, I don't know.
They're the same thing, guys. Definitely.
Maybe they are.
History and Trieste want away. A lot of people want away from us right now.
Selective breeding. Oh, that was one of those one-time things that you can't read ever again in the whole game.
It made horses better, I think.
The Hungarians found how to make thoroughbred horses. And it did something. I'm guessing. Well, they don't train horses. Well, it did something.
I think it made their cavalry better.
It had 3 or 4 effects.
It's
All
okay.
of them are mysteries.
It's okay. We're at 2.5% integration on Francia. We've only been at it for a year.
Never know.
That's
the
really
inbred
good.
Clowns. Inbred jesters have Tyler Sim chins.
They do. They're foul. They shouldn't exist.
Oh, I really want this overextension to go away. Oh,
We have a boundary dispute with
with West Francia.
Oh yeah. I was like, what is his name?
So do we settle the issue for 5 prestige, or do we push it and we essentially insult them?
We should push it. I think we are a rude empire.
Give them something. What for?
My
Give them something to
Press
bitch
it.
about.
pressing the issue. We have a claim on Namur. Which is
That sounds like
up
a
here.
Nazgul settlement.
It's a very large settlement right on our
It
border.
is. It's got 58 fucking development in it. The French are just going wild with their fucking development, huh?
Yeah, they are. There's so
We
much
can-
development in Francia and West Francia. Like
We
we will never have a manpower problem again after we absorb them.
control a lot of backwaters, but that's because it's really hard to keep track of how much land we have.
Yeah. We're kind of at the stage that Russia gets to, in that we have so much manpower and each of them sends us like 15 men, but it still adds up to like 3,000 men.
There goes another stability mod. The revolution is on the horizon.
Can we bump it back up?
No. My
We need that admin
liege.
for other things, my lord.
Oh.
A magistrate is resigning.
Oh, they
The other jesters are betraying.
50 diplo power.
They're wiping their makeup off as we speak.
Oh. My
We just
liege.
gotta push. We just gotta push through.
I don't like that.
We're really ahead in military tech, so we can spend on naval ideas. We can make our naval admirals better.
Useful, considering what the Mare Nostrum.
Alternatively, we can just put the military manpower into provinces, but I think it would be better to do the ideas. Especially since when you die, your daughter will not be nearly as good as knowing military
Go ahead.
things.
I sure won't.
You see the water in her head
Hellas.
leaking right out?
Hellas lacks an heir. So theoretically, if their king dies without getting another heir, then that would give us a personal union over them. Alternatively, if we just increase our opinion with them, then we could just ask them to be our vassals, and they'll probably say yes. And we could just bring them into the fold.
Oh, Iceland's gonna rebel.
Oh.
We gotta get troops up there.
Oh, it's so far.
We gotta like pull troops out of fucking Turkey and send them into Iceland.
Go.
That's gonna be fun.
They get pulled from fucking sunny fucking Anatolia and sent to Iceland.
They freeze to death.
Okay.
It's Iceland, not Greenland.
How's the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus going?
It's still in shambles.
We haven't built it yet. We do have money to build it, though.
I
Shall we
imagine
build
it's
it?
the pile of
We-
rubble on the ground.
We're building it. My liege, you're building the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus.
No, I'm
It
not.
is. It is wonderful. You've already spent money on it, my lord. You're very loose with your checkbook.
It's like my checkbook keeps being taken from me.
My
It's like
liege,
I don't want this, and you sign it and you send it away. It's like, oh, my hands.
Somebody's forging my documents.
my liege, I don't know who that could be, but I do hope that we find them soon.
We
I think
will
it's
never
the court
know.
jester.
Hans Frobisher.
My liege, a local man is good at fort building stuff. We could
Local
have
man good at Fortnite.
yes.
You should leave this Fortniter home.
You should, because the benefit that he gives is for the rest of the game,
Yeah,
Children.
and it's
Is
in
that what we call
Genoa.
children now?
that will if you keep him there, then Genoa will have 25% extra defensiveness for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Whereas if you said the entire country needs him, you just get a cheaper military advisor, but he just increases fort effectiveness. So.
Our armies are slowly replenishing.
We only need 40,000 more before we'll start filling back to the pile. Oh, if only we could necromancy all those people we've thrown away to build that pyramid in Norway.
If only.
We spent tens of thousands of Gaelic men, threw them into the foundations of that building to get that going.
Oh, it looks like Southeast Asia is recovering. No, that's over here. I figured that would be
That
Southeast
is
Asia.
Abyssinia.
It's land that we don't know and have never cared about. Palermo, we fix.
I yearn for the day that we go to Mecca and do to them what we did to the Catholics in Rome.
Oh.
And we grab their great and powerful fucking imams. Is that the correct term?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that another religion? We grab their imams
Mm-hmm.
and we throw them into the sand and we begin taking our clothes off. And then we instruct them to take their clothes off.
You have been invited to Sunday Ass. Please do not resist.
Do not.
The rebels are taking Reykjavik.
We're getting up there. They're moving.
Iceland is a land that has rebelled against Alban rule for like a millennia.
We're doing our best. But they keep coming.
Can't we just genocide Iceland?
We can.
Ooh, yeah, it is Icelandic. But that seems like an awful waste of our time and resources.
It would be...
If they're just gonna keep rebelling, let's just make an example out of them.
It would be 80 Diplo power per province.
It'd be 160 Diplo power to make Iceland more secure. As opposed to all of the other places in Europe that needs that.
Number
There are
of
demands for
hostile
representation.
publications have begun to circulate in the cities of Greater Alba.
Oh.
They don't like
Anonymous,
our
yet
autocracy.
very critical authors claim that our government is autocratic
Written
and demands both a written
constitution!
parliament where the various parts of our country can be represented.
They're needy bitches wanting both. Well, both of these are horrible.
Well, we either go into admin power debt or Bedfordshire and Strobing.
We'll have rebellion.
They will have thoughts, and those thoughts could contribute to the happening of the revolution.
Yeah.
Oh, my liege.
It's all over.
Why did you
The
have to
Empire's
be
gonna
born now in this time?
Yeah.
No.
I don't.
Your court is panicking and burning paperwork.
I don't know. My court is like, we can't make a decision.
Well, you have to make the decision, my lord.
You are the ruler. What will your legacy be?
The canal and the revolution.
Well, by the time we get to Hearts of Iron, we'll have to figure
I-
out what our legacy will be there.
I guarantee one of those will change the world more.
Man. We'll go into Diplo debt.
Admin debt?
admin debt.
It shall be so. Banning the publications. Okay, so it looks like we've only got one more rebellion that's going to happen, and that's in Verona. Fair Verona. Around here somewhere, right here. Yeah, where two teenagers are going to kill themselves.
Okay.
But yeah. I think we're mostly done with the rebellions. Because they've all died.
I kind of can't wait until the era of courtly screaming begins.
When
we're just here.
No, it'll be a whole era. That was an incident of courtly screaming. It'll become an era where that's just the rule of the day.
It's just, a whole side of the globe has fallen to the revolution.
It'll be a situation where we'll get an event, we'll read it, and everyone will be like, oh, like over and over again.
It's going to happen. They're going to keep
Not
coming.
excited.
We will just keep converting the heathens. That will be our
Everyone
purpose.
does.
The heretics of Chios have gone away. Oh, why is our fervor not going as high anymore?
Everyone's depressed, my lord.
Everyone's sad.
We are painting the teardrop of sadness on our faces.
Is this another jester ritual?
It is what the civilians are forced to do.
I see. Is that just like the new Lent thing? Instead of ash on your forehead, you must paint a teardrop on your cheek.
No. I think gesturism has become part of fashion.
Okay, that's
We all
fair.
wear very.
I thought you were
going to
say fascism.
No,
I
it's
thought,
not
I
invented
thought that
yet.
was going to be a part of our political ideology.
We'll get there later. Hearts of Iron.
Yeah, probably Hearts of Iron.
It's gonna be sad when the banning of clowns happens.
The banning of clowns will probably happen as soon as you die.
I imagine our people
Yeah.
are into. We do face paint a little bit.
There'll be like fucking mimes wandering the streets of Italy, and they'll be picked up and thrown in a cart, and then taken, and they'll like a sack put around their head and taken away.
They have one place left to
Thrown in the
go.
River Tiber.
They are sent to France.
To clown
Oh.
college.
Our next
We're
admin tech, we're gonna get the governing capacity increase.
What was that ill news you just skipped over?
What?
Nothing. He puts his hands over it.
Any of that stuff I don't care about. It's the one time
Okay.
per game stuff that I'm fucking interested in. Don't like seeing clicked away.
We have gained a
I will try to pay more attention to it. I promise.
better.
This time. I promise.
We've gained a cool province.
We have. We're getting these actually integrated, and that really, really helps us. Actually, we want to not do Tunis. No, we do want to do Tunis. We just can't make it a state. That's right. Because it's in a trade company.
Mm-hmm.
Calabria, that's more Italy. Foreign wisdom, we got admin power.
Wow.
It was It is our Spoletan Inquisitor. He gave us more admin power.
Good.
Forever and ever.
Naples will be converted. The jesters will goose step across Alba.
When did the Enlightenment begin in Hungary? Out of curiosity.
The year 1700.
Okay, so the revolution will start formulating in 5.5 years.
5.5 years from
Okay,
now.
so 1710.
The Age of Revolution spawns 10 years after the Enlightenment has begun. So we will enter the
100%.
age. We will enter the Age of Evolution, and then all of that will start occurring.
Yay.
The Age of Screams of Courts.
So it's coming. It's super going to be during your reign. My lord reigns the second.
At this point on the horizon, you can just hear the screams of distant people. Hungary. You can invite Hungary to Sunday Ass.
Well, let's invite them. Everybody must be invited.
If you'd rather not, it would give us Diplo power, but you can invite them.
Everybody must be invited to Sunday. Yes.
They liked Sunday Ass.
Good.
Which they fucking better because they're DeLorean. So.
Every time that shows up, it will be they're invited.
We can finish off our Diplo ideas. I think we should probably do that.
+5 corruption.
We got a bunch of new policies.
And a bunch of corruption to go with it.
We can do extra Diplo reputation. That would actually be really helpful. And that would be for free. Right now we have Anti-Heresy Act, Missionary Strength versus Heretics.
I'm bored with these clowns.
What?
They're all now cats.
Oh,
no.
Come bearing wonderful news.
What is that?
France cannot have the French Revolution event kick off if it is a subject nation.
Ooh.
And being a junior partner in a personal union is characterized as being a subject nation.
Everyone raise your hand!
We're celebrating. The cats are gone. The clowns are
So
back.
the French
Napoleon.
Revolution events, well, Napoleon can still technically happen.
No!
Well, we'll see.
We'll send the court jester.
There are 2 little provinces down there in the boot of Italy, and they need to be expunged. Because those could be birthplaces of Napoleon. That's what those can be.
Well, if we go to war with Bulgaria, we'll be able to take Apulia. And then the Namjoids would itself be a whole coalition war. The thing about coalition wars, as I was saying much earlier, it is more expensive to take provinces and you cannot take as much. Because all of the people who are in a coalition war cannot give separate peace treaties. Meaning whatever peace treaty you sign is the only peace treaty you'll get. So, like, we would probably only be able to take Constantinople, this area, and maybe, like, 2 or 3 provinces down here if we were to do that. Alternatively, we could wait for the coalition to go away, and then we could do a war, and then we could parse it up that way.
Delicious.
But before we reach those, we have a free admin policy we can do. So we can pick any one of these for free. So
The Dissolution Act seems like it'd be very nice.
I also like the Dissolution Act.
But religious unity.
We already have over 100% religious unity. The only thing that would help us here is the missionary strength, but we would also be making more money just doing the Dissolution Act. And it would give us the autonomy change, which we're going to need a lot of.
Okay. Dissolution.
We are now more moneyed and more powerful. I gave us like an extra 15 per month. Oh, Frankia is doing lending libraries and their book clubs.
Oh.
With literacy on the rise, the spread and dissemination of books has become an objective both for economical and ideological reasons. Booksellers have become a much more common sight in many cities in general, and in large ones such as Nati, there are entire shop streets lined with boxes of books for sale. For those who cannot afford to buy books themselves, there are now an increasing number of ways to lend or co-finance book purchases, such as paid lending libraries, book-paying co-ops, and subscription societies.
Oh.
People are reading.
Oh.
No.
The French have begun doing books, and they've begun doing them
the
lots.
spread of Enlightenment philosophy.
Oh.
You're doing the Enlightenment without doing the Enlightenment, my lord.
They're doing the Frenchness, and they're gonna have salons.
Oh, my liege, they're having thoughts.
They need to be annexed post haste.
Syracuse
Spread
has
their
been
dark
cored.
desires.
We are almost completely good on the overextension, but we still need our stability to go up, up, up.
Up, up, up.
And we can't.
And our military is finally almost full. You need to conform to your proper template. And then it is full. So we are actually gaining manpower again in our reserves.
Good.
This was one of these fleets. My liege, this navy, it appears, can be upgraded slightly. There are 7 war galleons that can be upgraded. It shall be so. We'll leave those.
Some of your provinces not cores.
We have officially begun coring all provinces that were not before cored.
Good.
And I would recommend moving our spy network from the Arabian Empire to the Namjoids. Unless you would rather... Well, no, they're in the coalition too. So I will send our spies into the Namjoids. Religious divergences.
Oh, God.
We are in many ways seen as one of the foremost...
Wait. Clown voice.
Clown voice.
No.
William,
Voice.
clown
Clown
voice.
voice. Clown voice.
I was reading things on Reddit. And I saw on the Europa Universalis Reddit, and I saw a funny someone did that made my heart race.
Mm-hmm.
And they had they had a modded EU4 on that was like in the modern era, and they were like posting a question on there, and it was like, so how do I take over Ukraine without causing war in the Western world? And it was they were playing as Russia, and there was Ukraine, and it showed like Ukraine is being guaranteed independence by United States and stuff like that, like through the diplomacy menu.
Oof.
And
it was some kind of hilarious fucking spoof of the world.
That's what we call a big oof, my friend.
And it made my heart go sad.
We, many ways, foremost defenders Delorian faith. Religious institutions strong. Priests here and abroad flock seminars. Somewhat embarrassing. Rural people. In country, not in tune theology as we. Report deviations such as dog be saint or old heathen festivals integrated with holy ceremonies.
Heathen Fest.
Thank you.
Welcome to Heathen Fest.
Do we let them complain, gain corruption?
I saw that neg one instability. It's like, we can't have that.
Yeah. So we either gain some corruption and make our missionaries worse for 10 years, or we lose a stability and the church is happy.
I don't want to lose another stability.
A fair.
We're at 0.
We are, in fact.
So let them complain.
Let them complain. It will now take much longer to convert the moose lambs.
Good. That's what we wanted all along.
I bet it wasn't.
You're a
Court
liar.
jester.
No, I'm telling the truth. He is a lie. Him smell bad.
You are saying foul things in my court.
I hate that jester. That jester dumb.
My liege.
He's smarter than you.
I think it good to build universities in some select provinces. It would give them, it would make it cheaper to develop the provinces, and you essentially can build them for free since they don't take up a build slot.
Only if they're not allowed books.
But how will we educate those who will build for us?
Books are scary. I don't like universities. They frighten me.
They do, in fact, make that possible. But it is also necessary for... isn't there another thing that requires them? Industrialization? Does that need... No, that needs furnaces.
That is when people stop learning and they start working.
Oh, thank God. That's what I want.
The Enlightenment needed universities. So all of our provinces with universities are...
Look at how blissfully ignorant we are. It's wonderful.
It's beautiful.
The French and Hungarians are sitting down reading books and thinking about constitutions, and we're like, no! You will live in the Black Forest of Germany and you will pay your taxes.
The burghers are not the sole authority within their cities. The clergy also have a strong presence in most cities going back to their initial founding. Conflicts sometimes arise when the councils of the burghers implement rules that the clergy disapprove of. Such conflicts have become more and more commonplace as members of the clergy are openly acting in defiance of the various rules the burghers have agreed upon in their cities. Delegates from the various cities dominated by the burghers are now urging us to clarify the situation. Do we side with the burghers, make them happy, and make the church unhappy, or do the opposite?
Who cares?
I think we should do the opposite because, well, what's the percentage on each of them? Oh wait, there it is.
I'll point out our manpower situation has fixed itself.
Yes. I was also going to say that we can take away the increased levy thing from the nobility, and that will also give us more absolutism back.
I would steal everyone's fucking hopes and dreams now.
I want to side with the clergy just because we made them less happy on that last decision, but they are higher up than the burghers.
The burghers have been made unhappy.
Why did you...
That is what you said, isn't it?
No, I was speaking my thoughts aloud.
My liege.
He did say he wanted to do it, but X, Y, and Z.
I want... Never mind.
It will be a problem that does fix itself, at the very least.
It does. It'll right itself over time.
Okay.
I apologize.
I made it clear.
Ish.
I was
Court
reading
jester
something.
one more time.
So, with our manpower situation fixed,